The world is getting older, not just the Earth itself, but its human population. With innovation in medicine, the life expectancy rate in most countries has increased dramatically. And while that may appear to be a small problem, it will actually place a great amount of pressure on nations around the world. Here in the video today, I will be presenting on the topic of creating accessible and sustainable aging-related needs and preferences at Commonwealth Forest Park. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning to the assessor and fellow participants. I am Amira Arisya binti Mohamad Nadzri, a supervisor of Associate Professor Dr. Rashidi Othman. I am very glad to be here today to discuss on my research. My presentation should last 7 to 10 minutes. I'll be glad to answer any question at the end of my presentation. First, aging societies or elderly are frequently defined as 65 years of age or older that is based on biological, sociological, economic, and chronological phenomena. They are often associated with a decrease in health conditions that limits their physical capacity. They also face a higher risk in declining physical and mental capacity and growing risk of diseases compared to the other age group. It is believed that supportive environment are needed in developing healthy aging. As the patterns of the population aging in the world change, the demographic profile in Malaysia is affected and the proportion of the aging population has shown an increase. According to the statement by the Malaysia's Chief Statistician in July 2019, Malaysia's age structure of the aging population will increase over the years. The number of Malaysians aged 65 years and above is estimated to be 1.4 million and is projected to gradually increase in the year of 2030. This rapid development of aging societies has brought into intention. The connections between people and nature is closely related to each other, and there is a deep bond associated with the healing process. This nature healing power is called Shinrin Yoku, where it extends in both physical and mental health. It is proven this nature connection practice helps in maintaining healthy behaviors of aging societies through the engagement of physical activities. Given the significant contribution of the natural environment, the term Shinrin Yoku helps in promoting better health benefits, especially to improve a better pulse rate, reduce health inequality, improve the longevity of aging societies, effective stress reduction, depression alleviation, and helps in gaining psychological relaxation. The open space would benefit the aging societies in the natural beauty of the area, physical health, and mental health. Thus, open space can be enjoyed through passive recreation and relaxation and active use with physical activity. The most common type of physical activity that are associated with aging societies is walking. It is the simplest form of physical activity that will help in improving the motor skills of the aging societies. The park should accommodate the limitation and barriers to mobility and strength. Given the potential of regular physical activity, it is best suited for low-impact exercises to enhance the healthcare of the aging societies. Physical activity at the open space is usually based on the daily routine activity or lifestyle activity. As mentioned earlier, the increasing in the proportion of aging societies that change the world's age pyramid has become one of the issues. This has caused a dramatic decline in physical function performances. Next, most of the aging societies experience physical functioning impairments and an increase in chronic health problems. The inactivity of healthy lifestyle will contribute into other health problems that affect the strength, flexibility, and walking capacity of the aging societies. Lastly, in Malaysia, there is no open space that is specifically designed for aging societies. Aging societies in Malaysia that are not aware on the benefits of practicing physical activity at the open space. Thus, this research aims to study the effectiveness of open space participation by aging societies in creating accessible and sustainable aging-related needs and preferences. The specific objective of this research are to identify the physical and mental barriers of the aging society that limits them to practice physical activity, to determine the types of open space and physical activity according to aging society's needs, and lastly, to identify the design preferences of the aging societies according to their limitation and barriers. In view of the significant contribution of open space in forests, this study covers the Commonwealth Forest Park that is located in Rawang, Selangor. From the objective, the flow of research methodology are divided into 3 stages, which are preliminary stage, data collection stage, and finding stage. 3 research methodology that are used for this data collection are the questionnaire, interview, and observation. Based on the collected data, 84% of the respondents are aged 65 to 75 years old, 63% are male user, 95% of the respondents are married, 59% of them have 3 to 5 household members, 86% are retired, and 55% travel more than 1,000 meters to the park. From the age data, there are only 50% that are aged 76 to 59 years old, while people that are aged 96 and above cannot be found on the park. It can be analysed that the younger aging societies use park more than the older aging societies. It is also can be analysed that the ageing societies that are married and have more household members that include their children use the park more than those who are single and less household members. This is because the ageing societies can use the park when they have anyone that can accompany them so that they will feel safe and not scared of being alone. As most of the respondents with 86.4% are retired, only few of them are employed, whether it is full-time or self-employed. From this data, it can be said that the ageing societies that are already retired have more time to spend on leisure activities and using the park rather than those who are still working. The working ageing societies have lesser time to be spent as they need to go to work on weekdays and prefer to stay in their home during weekend. Based on the travelling distance data, it can be said that people are willing to travel more than 1 kilometre as long as the park suits their needs. According to the result from the survey questionnaire, 72.7% of the ageing societies having constraint in participation. Based on the responses, the major constraint that limit the participation in doing physical activities is the comfort zoning, with 50% of the respondents are agreeing on this factor. Other than that, 25% of the respondents are agreed that physical limitation is also one of the contributing factor, followed by 12.5% the respondents are lacking in motivation and another 12.5% have body ailment. The park facilities and amenities are also one of the contributing factors that can limit the participation by the ageing societies. The major concern by the ageing societies is bad toilet facilities. The ageing societies have to use more toilets that are spacious for wheelchair users and it needs to be well functioned. Based on the collected data from interview session and distribution of survey questionnaire, there are 4 main aspects that are needed to create a sustainable and accessible aging-related needs and preferences of the ageing societies. These include the presence of natural attributes on the site, the presence of age-friendly park design, safe, clean and secure environment, as well as the environment social support. Presence of natural elements in an open space is crucial for the ageing societies to improve their mental and physical health. According to the gerontologist, the natural elements in a forest park can be a treatment that is not based on medicines for the ageing societies. This will eventually help them to improve their physical and psychological health if the ageing societies fully utilize the park in their weekly routine. The element in the age-friendly park design should focus more on the presence, size, and specific shape that can cater different types of people. This includes the overhead protection for sitting area, avoidance of stairs, spacious toilets, and the ergonomic landscape furniture design. As suggested by the gerontologists and the ageing societies, handrails on ramp and walkway, advanced security, non-slippery walkway, and gentle slope are the main ideas in designing parks that are safe for ageing societies. Lastly, the ageing societies prefer to have a socializing spot on the park where they can sit and relax while socializing with new friends and families. The park should have an interactive table that can be used for chess table as well as board games. Throughout the data collection process that was conducted at Commonwealth Forest Park, the presence of natural attributes, age-friendly design, safe and secure environment, as well as environment social support are the design guidelines that have been identified on the site together with some recommendations and suggestions by respondents of the survey questionnaire and the gerontologists. This includes all of the mentioned needs and preferences by both ageing societies and the gerontologists' point of view. Therefore, it is recommended that the forest park should be emerged as a forest therapy using the therapeutic approach that will combine the beneficial power of nature and green space. This recommendation is to make sure that the park achieves the aim to study the effectiveness of open space participation by ageing societies in creating accessible and sustainable aging-related needs and preferences. Therefore, this will mark the final slide of my presentation. That's all I have to say about my research. Alhamdulillah, and thank you for your attention.